One of my favorite things when we talk to someone who actually can play, we've had several pros on now, is how human you still are, right? You do this thing that I can't do, but you still have the same nerves. Like, I'd love to know your first big tournament, like one of the majors. How nervous were you on hole one? Like other players have talked about, they lose muscle memory. They just hope to hit the fucking ball. They don't care where it goes.
So the most nervous I ever was, and I had to hit the shot, was the first hole of the President's Cup. My first team event was in New York at Liberty National 2017, and they paired me with Phil Mickelson, who obviously has played in every cup for 20 years. And we get to the first hole, and it's blowing 30 miles an hour. It's a straight downhill par 4, water left, out of bounds right. It's alternate shot, so I'm the one teeing off. And I'm basically shitting my pants right on the tee. They announce, and they play whatever they play. And I turn around to look for Phil for like some words of assurance. Hey, man, I need some help. And I look up, and he's in the stands with Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush taking selfies. And I was like, I told my caddy, Dewey, that caddies for Sepp Striking now, I go, dude, we're on way two different wavelengths right here. I don't know how I'm physically going to do this, and he's over there partying with the presidents.
I'm sure those presidents are asking him, who are you playing with today?
Exactly. Who's this Kisner kid? And I swung, and when I hit it, I still don't even remember making contact, but I looked up, and the ball's going straight down the middle, and I said, dear Lord, how did I do that? And he doesn't even catch up to me until 50 yards off the tee, and he puts his arm around me, he like skips off the tee, and he's like, how'd we do, partner? I go, you weren't even watching? I'm over here dying, dude. He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. We'll get him. It doesn't matter if we lose the first hole. We'll beat him. He's the most positive guy I've ever met.
That's amazing. Is that a perfect partner for alternate shot?
You wouldn't want anybody else. It's amazing. I mean, him and I are so different on a human level. But to have him on your side is fascinating. Like, he just always is grinding. I could go on for days stories that he said during that match. The third hole is blowing 50 straight into the face, long par 4. I hit a tee shot. He's got like 230 yards into this par 4. Pins just over a bunker. It's blowing 30 in our face. And he hits this iron shot, and it looks like God hit it himself. I mean, it never leaves the flag. Towering 2 irons, straight at the flag, lands a foot over the bunker and goes to 3 feet. And I don't even think I said anything. I was just in awe of the shot. I just start walking. And he goes, hey, partner. And I turn around, and he goes, I made that look a lot easier than it was.
Well, you and I haven't played. But I know, based on your story about Charlie Hoffman, who I know talks, it sounds like the three of you would have a competition for the Mount Rushmore of shit talking, though. Phil and Charlie and you. I'm surprised he didn't ask you to please make the putt.
Yeah. The three of us were on that team together, so no one else on the team had an opportunity to say a word the entire week. It was just the Phil, Charlie, and Kiz show all week of just trash talking, and we had quite the fun time there. If you ever get bored and you want to go back and watch something funny, is to watch our winning press conference. I don't know if anyone could even speak English by the time we all 12 got in there to answer questions. I think we had to start cutting people off and moving them out of the press conference. People are so shit-faced in there for that one.
Kiz, when you're playing alternate shot, is it just an unwritten rule that we're not going to say sorry, or do you say you're sorry sometimes?
No, you don't say sorry. You might say like, man, that was pretty bad or whatever. I usually said, I hope you enjoy that one. You get to hit it from there.
Do you remember your worst shot in match play? In any match play or alternate shot where you really left a guy just absolutely stranded?
Scott Brown and I made a 9 on number 9 in New Orleans one year, alternate shot on the par 3. Par 3, we made a 9.
Ooh, I've made a 9 by myself before.
Yeah, he hit it in the water. Then I went up there, and number 9 Coop at New Orleans. Yeah. Well, they made me drop. The pin's front left. They made me drop like 30 yards short, just chipping over the water in the rough. And I duff it in the water. And then he doesn't even think, and he goes back and drops, and it rolls into my divot, and he duffs it in the water. So now I'm hitting what, 6 or 7, and I finally chip it on the green. He makes the putt, 20-footer, and I was like, "That's the greatest putt I've ever seen in my life." How did you even concentrate at this point in this hole? Thank God it was after the cut and we'd made the cut, so we looked less stupid. But that was a good one for us. It was the easiest that hole's played all week too. They had it on the up tee, front pin, 8-iron, and we'd make a 9.
So I looked in the notes, and you were not known as a long hitter, right? You know, so I said, well, what was he averaging? And my guy said 285. I was like, fuck me, I don't think I've ever hit a ball 285, even like rolling down a hill. Like I would take 285 all day. Do you look at people who kind of give up on their driver? As long as it works, is my theory. Like, what if you could just hit a 5-wood, whatever, 200, next shot, 170, now you're at 130 out. Like, what's wrong with that type of golf?
Nothing if you suck.
Yeah, I mean, tell me this. Like, you know how you like a new football, you need a while to break it in, right? You gotta scuff it up and so it's not slippery. Like, could it be that my new clubs need a year to break in to feel like
That's
exactly
The first
what they
100
need.
hits don't count. Then 101's going to be gorgeous.
right? I mean, that's a theory.
That's a theory, all right. I've never heard that one. Most everyone I know gets a new club, can't wait to hit it. Kenny puts his in the corner for a year.
No. Use them. I'm using them to beat them up to like a football. Like I said, I got to scuff them up. I think I'm going low.